Hello, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you all. And it's month end already. No, we're already right at the very end of January. No? And how fast was the days? No, parang parang kailan lang nag-celebrate tayo ng New Year. No, so ganun talaga kabilis, guys, no? And if we are not going to do a lot of things, if we just simply gonna be wasting our time, and the next thing we know is that we lose a lot. No, we lose a lot, and that's exactly what what's going on. No, if we are not that really cautious or careful with how are we going to spend our time each day. But anyway, if you are tuning in with us right now, kung nandyan na po kayo, I would like to ask if you can make a comment in the comment section below, so that at least I will know that you are with me, that you are watching right now, and you are going to listen to what I am going to share today. No? So please, no, can you make a comment? Anyway, we're going to start at 6:15, so that will give us enough time to call our teammates, so that they will be able to join with us here tonight. Tonight na kasi 6 o'clock, eh. And I know a lot of you are probably busy, no, preparing for dinner. I would just like to make use of the time. So habang nagluluto po kayo diyan, paki-on na lang po ninyo yung mga YouTube channels ninyo po diyan, para mapakinggan niyo po yung mga pag-uusapan natin. Parang radio ba, no? So and I don't know about in your place. Here in my place in Cordova, it's raining. It's raining. And earlier, kaninang umaga, it was quite hot. Then medyo makulimlim. Then ngayon ito, umuulan dito sa amin. I don't know dyan sa inyo. Umuulan ba dyan? No? And by the way, I saw in Facebook, no, congratulations. May pahabol benta si uh, Jude Bordios, no? Mga 4 million from CLI. No? So tuloy-tuloy lang po tayo dyan, no? And we had a good time, no, and CLI joined with us last week. No, yeah, last week talaga. In Castle Peak Hotel, and it was a very fruitful, no, it was a very fruitful event that we had. So and then hopefully makasama namin kayo for on more events to come pa. Ayan, okay. So, ayan. Di ko alam kung nandiyan na kayo. No? Sino ba? We have two audience. Actually, meron ito na naka-indicate, dalawang audience. I don't know who's that two. Um, can you make a comment, please, para at least alam po natin na ikaw yung nanonood sa akin ngayon. Can you make a comment, please? Comment tayo, please. Extend your comments, no? Para we will know. By the way, I'm broadcasting live here in my small room, in my room, actually, in our room. So here I'm here right at my house. I have a small office here, and this is where usually I conduct my broadcast. No? And you will going to hear more of me from time to time. Yan, Sir Kobe, good evening. Good evening to you, Sir Kobe. Paki-invite yung mga friends natin, Sir Kobe, na to tune in with us today or right now. We are actually live both in DPPI Facebook page, and we are also live in YouTube. No? So, itong dalawang channel, mapapanood po tayo live. So, if you are tuning in there right now, can just make an acknowledgement lang para at least alam natin na nakikinig po kayo. And Sir Kobe, pa-help naman, no, para ma-spread po natin ang good news na live po tayo ngayon. This is not announced actually. I intentionally do it na hindi lang mag-announce para I don't wanna I don't want to be pressured at the same time. But actually, meron kasi akong lakad kanina, marami pa akong aniasikaso. I went to Mactan Newtown, marami pa akong kinakausap ng mga developer, and trying to really make use of my time before I'll be leaving for Vietnam on the 9th, no, February 9. So, hinahabol ko yung mga remaining appointment. Bukas, punong-puno po ako. I'll be in Balamban, Cebu. I will be there. So, medyo malayo. So, nasa Cebu province, nasa West Cebu po tayo. So, I'll be in Balamban tomorrow. I'll leave Cebu mga early in the morning, siguro 5 o'clock in the morning. Pabiyahe po ako. Magmumotor lang kasi ako eh. Magmumotor ako all the way to Balamban. Then on Wednesday, I'll be visiting GM Flores and Alpha Chrome, no? Mga part yan sa mga itinerary na kailangan kong mga tapusin, and few more appointments habang nandito ako, no? And anyway, good news, si HBR po nakarating na po from Australia, and he's currently right now in Dumaguete City. Greetings dyan, no? Greetings dyan kay Sir Boy at saka kay BJ. Magkita-kita sila ngayon dyan sa Dumaguete City. So, regards na lang sa team natin dyan sa Dumaguete City. Okay? So, ano bang, dalawang audience pa lang, no? Dalawa pa lang. Anyway, malayo pa naman eh. 6 o'clock pa, 6:15 pa tayo mag-uumpisa. Alam nyo guys, siniseryoso natin na pag-usapan talaga itong itong core values natin. Kasi most of the time ay hindi po natin talaga ito napapag-usapan. But however, ang core values na meron po tayo, this is very important kasi ito po yung DNA na mag-a-identify po sa atin bilang isang DPPI member. And ganito lang kasimple. I wanna be identified. Our company, I wanted to be identified on the basis of the character ng core values natin. Na kung may makikita sila na isang DPPI member, makikita nila na ang isang DPPI member ay may disiplina. Oh, yan, di ba? Discipline, passionate, perseverance, at integrity. Kumbaga, pag nakakakita sila ng isang DPPI member, makikita nila na etong tao na to, etong DPPI member na to ay may disiplina. At saka totoo, passionate sa mga ginagawa. Hindi basta-bastang bumibitiw. That's what we want. And we want to deliver a strong message na ang mga DPPI member ay may integridad. Okay? So, good evening kay Ma'am Rowena Barro. Magandang gabi po sa iyo, Ma'am. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. So, yan. At saka good evening kay Pastor Junji sa Butuan City, no? For Living Word Butuan. So sila they are helping us out in our operation also in Vietnam. So nagpapasalamat po ako kay Pastor Junji who's been helping me a lot there. And sa February, Pastor, wala ako diyan sa Butuan. Yung preaching schedule ko sa March na lang ha. Sa March na lang yung preaching schedule ko. So i-move na lang natin kasi pag uwi ko sa March, i-jottan ko po yan sa calendar, no? I usually don't say no for any preaching engagement. So, ayan. Tsaka I think na nanonood ngayon sa akin si Pastor Melcan din, no? Pastor Melcan Signy ng GCC. Paano? Yung appointment natin na magkape, Pastor, natin yan? Bago ako umalis, set natin na makapagkape tayo para makapagkwentuhan. Yan. So, there are already around 6 audience we have right now. We have one na si Sir Kobe, and Ma'am Rowena, and yung iba hindi ko pa po kilala. Mag-comment po kayo guys, no? Mag-comment po kayo para at least alam po natin na nandyan na po kayo. By the way, 3 minutes more to go, then we are going to start sharing to you our topic today, no? Pag-usapan po natin 7 disciplines for entrepreneurial success. No? So, ayan. Yesterday was Sunday. I hope everyone was able to go to church, pray, no? And that is the very foundation of this company. The reason why we are here, and the reason why we achieve quite a lot of things, it is because um, we rely not on our strength, but rather we rely on the power of God to be able to meet and move every single thing in our life. And that's truly no na the basic foundation ng DPPI, and it is always been anchored on God's gift. No? So basically, it's not us, hindi po tayo magaling. It's not it's all mercy, it's all grace. No? Everything, every single day, and when I wake up in the morning and I sleep in the evening, each and every one of you are always been part of my prayers. And your success, no, your success is the success of the PPI. And wherever we will go and reach, and and wherever you may go and achieve things, always remember it's a blessing coming from God. It was never ours, right in the very first place. No? Kumbaga, grace po yun, grasya po yun. Okay? So, yan. Yan po yung mga pinanghahawakan natin. We have a good number this month, no? I think we're going to finish off the month with a sale of around 140 million, most likely. That's my estimate. And last month we also have around over 100 million, and so I cannot imagine. Few years ago we were masaya na tayo sa 10 million, and by the grace of God, ayan, nandito na tayo, and I've seen a lot of you already been enjoying, no, the business also. Okay, so I think it's 6:15, and let's start talking about our topic today, and it's all about discipline. And by the way, if you are listening to me right now, I would like to ask a help from you if you could share to your teammates so that they will be able to join with us, no, to join with us in our sharing, no, this evening. Okay, so arangkada na. Ayan. We will be talking today about the disciplines of an entrepreneur for entrepreneurial success. We believe that this is a very important and significant basic ingredient for one person to succeed in life. Without such, it would be totally impossible for that one person to achieve something in life. Discipline is a character na ang magiging resulta sa isang tao po na may disiplina, it's always excellence. No? Wala akong taong may disiplina na ang magiging resulta ay katamtaman lang or mediocre. Everyone that has the discipline will always have the result, no, na excellence. Yun always, no, yun always ang meron. Now, let's go into dissect the value of this one as we go along in our discussion. Now, discipline is the bridge between your goal and accomplishing that goal. The time that you and I join with us here in the business, we make it sure that the goals are identified. Now, bawat isa po sa atin na nandito po sa negosyo ay may kanya-kanya po tayong goal. I don't exactly know what are your goals, but whatever that goal may be, I want you to understand that a goal would just remain a goal unless we're going to make steps and do steps in order for us to reach the goal. And it requires this so-called discipline in order for us to be able to do the things that we need to do in order for us to reach the goal. Mahirap po makarating sa patutunguhan po natin kung ikaw at ako ay wala pong disiplina. Number one. kailangan mong gumising ng umaga. Number 2, kailangan mo yung ayusin yung sarili mo. Number 3, may mga preparation ka na dapat mong i-prepare. Knowledge, skills, and every training na dapat mong atinan. Bakit to? Kasi essential hook talaga siya kasi sa patutunguhan mo na sinasabi nating ma-accomplish mo yung goal. Now, a lot of people are actually brilliant, matalino ho, intelligent. However, tamad, walang disiplina. So anong nangyari? Hindi rin sila makakarating sa nais nilang marating. Subalit, yung tao na hindi naman talaga matalino, tamang-tama lang, average lang, pero masipag, may disiplina sa sarili, may mararating. If you notice it, when DPPI launches the recruitment program, we are not that particular in terms of your academic background. Not because na hindi po siya importante, but because I don't see the relevance in it in order for one person to achieve the success. Yes, may paggagamitan siya, but yung mga natutunan natin, mga nalalaman natin, yan ay pawang head knowledge lamang po. And the only way para itong mga head knowledge na meron tayo, na magamit ito, is the moment kung ito talaga ay gagamitin natin. And it requires discipline to be able to use the knowledge. Okay. Now, 90% of entrepreneurs fail. Akalain mo guys 90% of entrepreneurs fail because of lack of discipline. Alam mo, sabihin na lang natin ganito guys. May tindahan ka. Sari-sari store, no? Maliit na sari-sari store. Now, in order for that sari-sari store to really have a regular customer, in order for that sari-sari store to grow, ay kailangan mo talagang buksan siya every day. And that requires nagigising ka ng maaga para buksan ito ng maaga para kung may mga mamimili, ay makita nila na bukas na yung tindahan mo. Now, can you just imagine if meron kang tindahan, maliit na sari-sari store, at yung sari-sari store mo ay panay sarado? Sa tingin mo ba, yung mga kapitbahay mo na kung may mga gusto silang bilhin, pupunta sila sa tindahan mo na parati namang sirado? O di ba hindi? Saan sila pupunta? Malamang pupunta sila sa isang tindahan na always open. Bakit to? Kasi nakakasiguro sila na if they go to that store, they will be able to buy the things that they need to buy. So in short, if you keep closing your store, kung meron kang sari-sari store at panay sarado po yan, yung customer na sa halip na bibili po sa tindahan mo, ay hindi na po siya bibili. Bakit ko? Kasi nasa isipan niya na ay baka sirado na naman yung Roberto store, dito na lang ako bibili kay Leia store kasi kay Leia store always open. Ito kasi kay Roberto store parating sirado. So nakita niyo po, when the person has the discipline to do the things that he needs to do, sabi ko pa nga earlier, di ba? Ang taong may disiplina, ang kalalabasan talaga sa mga tinatrabaho niya ay always excellent. Look at Singapore. When you go to Singapore, the country is very particular with disciplines. Pagtawid ng kalsada, hindi pwedeng kumain ng chewing gum kasi baka didikit yan sa mga dingding or kahit saan. Or maapakan. Sa Singapore, hindi ka basta-basta na maglakad lang na hindi mo babasahin yung mga instruction kasi may mga instruction. And look at the country. They're very progressive. Why? Because they have the discipline. I'm sorry to say, but look at the Philippines. Are we progressing? Yes, in a sense. But we still lack the discipline. Simpleng traffic light nga, hindi natin masunod-sunod minsan Di ba? So in short, this will indicate how important discipline is pagdating po sa tinatawag natin na success. Hindi lang po sa pagninegosyo, pati po sa personal po nating buhay, kahit sa bahay mo, sa pagbuo ng pamilya, sa eskwelahan kung nag-aaral ka, sa trabaho, sa opisina mo kung ikaw ay namamasukan or employed ka, it takes a lot of discipline in order for you to achieve things. Naalala ko dati when I was in Pepsi, Ang dami kasi naming mga reportorial eh. And this report really needs to be submitted on time because every Monday, meron po kaming tinatawag na MANCOM meeting or management meeting. At dito dinidiscuss yung mga nangyari buong linggo. It's very tedious, it's very tiring because you've got to do it manually, yung mga reports. Manual pa kasi dati sa amin eh. And I did not understand that when I was yet nasa rank and file lang. I begin to understand its value the time na naging regional sales manager ako, naging RSM ako. Doon ko naintindihan kung gaano ka-importante yung mga reports na kailangan sa baba. Na minsan hindi namin ginagawa kasi we feel na it's walang silbi at nakakapagod na. But on the contrary, napaka-importante pala talaga. Friends, discipline is one thing that we really need to settle it here. Gaya ng pag-attend ng mga PKS, pag-attend ng mga site tours, pag-attend ng mga seminars, pag-attend ng mga training. Alam mo ba, kailangan mo ng disiplina sa sarili mo para i-commit mo yung sarili mo na mag-attend ka. A lot of people actually just simply write, pag meron po tayong mga schedule doon sinusulat nila yung pangalan nila, madali silang magsulat eh. Mag-attend ako nito, pero hindi sila dumarating sa araw na dapat silang dumating. Bakit to? Anong klaseng character po yan? That is actually a display of a person that lacks the discipline. Kasi kung disiplinado ka, na sumulat ka dyan at kailangan mong panindigan yung sinulat mo. Pag sinabi mong mag-attend ka ng PKS, mag-attend ka ng PKS, whatever would be the scenario is. Kasi discipline will always spells commitment. Ang taong may disiplina po, committed po yan. Ang tao pong walang disiplina, hindi po committed yan. Ganon din, vice versa. Ang taong may commitment, disiplinado yan. Ang taong walang commitment, hindi yan disiplinado. Tama po ba? Okay? By the way, kung nakikinig na po kayo ngayon dyan, para alam ko po na nandyan po kayo, para mag-greet ko po kayo on the air, paki-comment po sa comment section po sa baba para para mag-greet po namin kayo in the air. Okay? So I would like to greet a pleasant good evening kay Tess Daidora, at saka kay Sir Roberto Ponce, at saka kay Ma'am Lea Tejano in Balamban, Cebu. Maraming salamat po Ma'am, Sir, sa pakikinig po ninyo. At sana po, ma-invite po natin yung mga kasamahan po natin, kagrupo po natin para may mga mapulot din po tayo ng mga learnings. Okay, tuloy tayo. Goals cannot be achieved without discipline. It's a statement. Always remember that. Kahit ilang beses mo isusulat yung mga goal mo, kahit ipatarpulin mo pa yan sa kwarto mo, kahit ibandilyo mo pa kahit saan yan, I want you to know that nothing will happen to that goal. No matter how many times you look at it in the morning or even every single day, no matter how many times you're going to look at it every single day, without the needed discipline in order for that goal to be accomplished or reached, kapatid, wala akong silbi po yun. Because when you have the discipline, it allows you to sacrifice a bit now in order for you to enjoy your life later. Ganun po yung definition sa taong may disiplina. If you are disciplined, you are willing to make the sacrifices. Okay? Good evening to you, Miss Ividel Endales. Maraming salamat po, ma'am, sa pag-join po sa atin tonight. Okay? So always remember this. Ang goal po natin ay mananatili po yung goal hanggat wala po tayong gagawin para ma-achieve po ang goal na yan. Para ma-achieve po yan, kailangan po natin disiplinahin natin yung mga sarili po natin. Wala pong ibang tao na pwede pong magdidikta po sa atin kundi po mga sarili po natin. Kaya nga po, ang pinaka-the best na discipline po ay hindi discipline na makukuha ninyo sa akin o sa ibang tao, kundi ang discipline na makukuha nyo po sa sarili nyo. At ang tawag po doon ay self-discipline. Diba? Yun po ang pinakamagandang disiplina na makukuha po natin, self-discipline. Good evening to Miss Daisy Parohinog. no, joining with us from Cagayan de Oro City. Maraming salamat ma'am sa pakikinig po sa atin at sana maimbitan niyo po yung mga kasamahan natin po dyan sa buong Cagayan de Oro or Misamis Occidental para mag-join po sa atin tonight kasi napakaganda po yung mga topic po natin. Okay. So, tuloy ho tayo. So, goals cannot be achieved without discipline. So, discipline will turn your ability into achievement. 'Di ba? Sabi ko kanina as I shared to you earlier. It's only in the PPI compared to other realty firm na hindi po tayo mabusisi when it comes to your academic background. Hindi ibig sabihin na hindi siya importante, but ang ibig kong sabihin at gusto kong iparating sa inyo na the reason why we are not choosing on the basis of academic achievement because I strongly believe na ang pinaka-importanting ingredient para sa pag-asenso ng tao ay nandyan po sa core values na pinapakita ng DPPI. Ano po yung core values natin? Discipline, passion, perseverance, and integrity. Pag meron ka sa apat na to, maniwala ka o hindi sa akin kapatid, sure na magiging successful ka. Itong apat na to na ingredient ng success journey natin, pag meron ka nito at na-develop mo ang apat na to, congratulations. You are on your journey towards success. Kaya nga itong sinabi dito, yung disiplina will turn our ability into achievement. May mga tao po akong mga nakikita na maabilidad. Matalino, magaling, pero ayun, walang disiplina. So anong nangyayari? Anong nangyari na dahil walang disiplina? Hindi nag-result ang galing nila into a productive result. So in short, wala ring silbi kahit matalino sila. Kasi sabi ko pa nga, di ba? Hindi to pa bright eye. Disiplina ho, kailangan natin dito. Okay? Now, let's start with the 7. Number 1, you need the discipline to identify your ideal prospect. Okay, ito yung una natin pag-uusapan. You need the discipline to identify your ideal prospect. Alam nyo, lahat ho ng negosyo ay mag-uumpisa po yan sa prospect. Pag wala po tayong prospect, wala po tayong pagbebentahan at wala rin pong pwedeng or posibleng bibili po sa atin eventually. So ang pinakatrabaho talaga dito ay ito po talagang paghahanap ng prospect. Maraming tao ang gustong makabenta agad, pero ayaw po nilang mag-spend time na maghanap ng prospect. Now, ewan ko lang. Hindi kasi tsamba-tsamba po ang pangbebenta. Ang iba sa atin, sinasabi kasi, tsamba talaga. Swerte, nakabenta. No, hindi ho. Para sa akin ho, lahat ng resulta na meron po tayo ay tinatrabaho po natin yan. Resulta po yan sa mga araw-araw na mga ginagawa po natin para makapag-produce po tayo ng prospect, para magkakaroon po tayo ng inquiry everyday. May ginagawa po tayo everyday para magkakaroon po ng ganon. Kasi kung wala po tayong gagawin everyday, definitely wala pong magtatanong, wala pong magsasaitor at wala rin pong bibili. Tama po ba? So no matter how intelligent you are, and if you are not going to do the things that you are supposed to do every single day, then definitely hindi rin po kayo makakakuha ng prospect. Minsan kasi napapagod tayo sa kakapopost. Kapoy naman si poster Jeff, ay walay mang-inquire. True. It's very tiring at times. But guess what? The more kung walang mag-i-inquire, kung ikaw din po mismo ay wala kang gagawin para makita ka ng potential buyer. Tama po ba? Matanong nga kita ngayon. Sino ba dito sa mga nakikinig po ngayon na ay gustong makabenta? Sino po ba dito? Paki-say yes po daw. Sino po ba dito ngayon na nakikinig po sa akin ang gustong makabenta? Paki-type daw yes. Y-E-S. Kasi kung ikaw gusto mong makabenta, ang una mong gawin ay magpakita ka para makita ka ng possible prospect. Saan ka ba magpapakita? Magpapakita ka sa mga areas na ginagamit po natin ngayon. May mga Facebook na tayo, may mga YouTube na tayo, may mga Twitter, may mga Instagram, may mga TikTok. In short, hindi ko na kailangan isa-isahin po yan. Kailangan visible po kayo dyan every single minute of the day. Kaya po, kailangan talagang may disiplina talaga eh. Kasi kung wala talaga, minsan mapapagod ka. And the only thing na mangyayari is hihinto ka. Diba? Now, always remember, talking about prospecting, ang smart marketing ho is getting the right people ang susi para magiging successful po tayo sa mga ginagawa po natin. Now, hindi po lahat ng tao na makakausap mo ay right person for the business. Hindi po lahat ng tao na kinakausap mo o nagtatanong sa iyo ay potential client na. Hindi ho. Minsan may mga nagtatanong lang for the sake of questioning. Pero may mga tao din po talaga na naghahanap din po talaga sila ng property at balak din po talaga nilang bibili. Now, yes, totoo po yan. May mga inquiry po tayo na minsan ho, mga out of the blue lang. Kumbaga, palaboy lang. Sasabi ko pa nga eh, the more you get no for an answer, the closer you get to the yes. Tama po ba? Ulitin ko ha. The more no you get in every person na kinakausap mo, puro no ang nakukuha mo, don't you worry. Habang dumarami yung no na natatanggap mo, palapit ng palapit ka sa yes na inaasa mo. O, di ba? So sabihin na lang natin, sa bawat 100 katao, may isa na mag-yes. So bilangin mo yung mga no mo and be excited to reach the 100. Ay, 1 no, yehey! 2 no, yehey! 3 no, yehey! 4 no. The more no you get, the closer you get to the yes. Ganun lang po yung kapatid. The more no you get, the closer you get to yes. And that's the reason why a lot of us actually stop or quit right from the very beginning because they fail to understand that as much as ang lahat po ng tao ay gusto nating kausapin para sa negosyo natin at as much as lahat ng tao gusto nating bibili ng property sa atin, unfortunately, hindi po sila lahat ang bibili. Meron lang pong talagang specified person na bibili po ng property po natin. And yun na nga, the more no you get, the closer you get to the yes. Ganun lang po. Di ba? So, be happy if you get more no because you are closer na. Di ba? So, it's all about getting the right people. Now, ang prospects or leads, ito po yung lifeblood ng negosyo po natin. Kung ikaw ay hihinto sa pagpo-prospect, ang negosyo po natin patay. Ulitin ko ha, kung ikaw ay hihinto sa pagpo-prospect, patay ang negosyo natin. Kung meron tayong isang bagay na gagawin natin dito, araw-araw, na kailangan talaga natin, pairali natin ang disiplina natin dito, ito po yung pagpo-prospect, ang paghahanap ng kliyente. Dati ho, pahirapan kasi dati kailangan mong maghanap ng prospect doon sa labas, kakausapin mo sila isa-isa to the point na minsan kakatok ka pa ng mga pituan. So praise the Lord ngayon, meron na po tayong social media. At ang kagandahan nito, meron po tayong mga pamamaraan para po makakuha po tayo ng prospect para hindi na po tayo magkanahirap. Ang kailangan lang po dito ay disiplina para aralin mo ang tinatawag natin na meta ads. Meron po tayong tinuturo na mga meta ads. Ang problema po natin dito ay ito. Hindi ho tayo matyaga at disiplinado na aralin ang meta ads. Kusa tayong nagsusurrender. Pinapairal natin dito sa isipan natin na hindi natin kaya. Sa halip na sasabihin natin sa sarili natin na kaya ko to, ang sinasabi natin sa sarili natin, nahihirapan tayo. Kaya nga sabi ko, di ba? Winning in the game begins in here. If you win in here, you win out there. And if you lose in here today, you lose outside. So if you wanted to win the game, kung gusto mo talagang manalo sa game na gagawin po natin, saan mo umpisahan? Dito, sa isipan mo. Convince yourself, tell yourself that you can learn how to do meta ads. Because the more you tell yourself that you cannot do it, the more you are convinced that you cannot do it. But if the more you are going to tell yourself that you can do it and that you can make it, I tell you, my friend, kakayanin mo yan. Ganun po ka-powerful ang mind po natin. Importante po dito na kailangan mo pong isipin na kaya mo itong gawin. Kasi kung dito pa lang sa isipan ay talo ka na, talo ka rin sa labas, kapatid. We've done a lot of meta ads workshop already. And we have seen good result to those people who have been faithfully practicing how to do it. And we've seen tremendous turnaround in terms of their sales productivity. Because by just simply learning how to do the meta ads. But there were also people na hindi rin nag-exert ng too much effort with regards in learning how to do the meta ads. So ang nangyari, wala rin po silang ganun kaganda na resulta. So, decide what is it that you really want. You really want to have result to whatever things that you're going to be doing? Because if you do really want to have result, well, you really have to put in the needed discipline in order for you to learn it. Di ba? Because there's no any other way to do it except to learn it, then eventually practice doing it, then eventually you will know how to run the ads. By the way, good evening to Miss Arlene, no? Kasama po natin sa Bacolod. Magandang gabi po sa iyo, ma'am, no? Maraming salamat sa pag-join. Sana po makapag-join po yung mga kasamahan po natin diyan sa Negros Occidental. Good evening po to you, Miss Arlene. Okay? So ganun po yung value po ng prospect. Okay? It is the lifeblood of our business. Meaning, if you are not going to do something in order for you to get a prospect, isa lang po talaga ang message ko, kapatid. Yung negosyo mo, mamamatay yan. Kasi lifeblood nga eh. No? Kung wala ka ng prospect, ang negosyo mo, mamamatay yan. Okay? So it must be a daily routine. Ang pagpo-prospect po, kapatid, it must be a daily routine. Then eventually, it will become your lifestyle. Pag ito po'y nagiging lifestyle na po sa'yo, it will become natural. Alam niyo po, ang pagpo-prospect natin po dito sa DPPI ay dalawang parts po yan. Nagpo-prospect po tayo para makahanap po tayo ng kliyente at nagpo-prospect din po tayo para makahanap din po tayo ng downline. Either way, you win the game. Maganda ngayon kasi may mga workshop na po tayo, alam na po natin kung ano yung dapat nating gawin. And in fact, we are cascading it all throughout to the provinces right now. We are actually conducting a lot of workshop in and out of Cebu. Why? Because we have seen the result in here. Nakita po natin ang resulta. And we wanted to go to your place so that we are going to share it. What are the things that is making waves right now? Ito meta ads, no? Kasi ito po yung pinaka basic na tool para magkaroon po tayo ng unending prospect. Para ang pagpo-prospect po natin ay magiging everyday na po yan. Di ba? So magandang gabi po kay Mr. Teo Baynosa, nakadarating lang po sa from Bohol, no? Maraming salamat po sir sa pagbisita niyo po sa Bohol. Kasama din po natin ngayon si Sarah Sabusa from Danao City. Maraming salamat po, ma'am. At sana sabihan niyo po na yung mga kasamahan po natin dyan sa Danao na maka-join po sa session po natin tonight kasi napakaganda po yung mga pag-uusapan po natin. Okay? So it must be a daily routine, ha? So in short, it's not a question whether you're going to do prospecting or not. You have to do prospecting. It is non-negotiable. Okay? Non-negotiable, kapatid, ha? Every day, you have to do prospecting. If there's a need for you to learn meta ads para makapag-prospect kayo ng tuloy-tuloy, learn it. Kung hindi pa po kayo nakapag-join ng workshop with meta ads, and if you are here in Cebu, join every Wednesday. Meron po tayong meta ads workshop. Guys, you've got to upgrade and level up yourself. Or else, you will be extinct. Ano po yung mangyayari sa mga extinct? Mawawala ho kayo. Di ba? Ganun ho ka-importante ang prospecting. Okay? Good evening kay Miss Filma Johnson. Maraming salamat po, ma'am, sa pakikinig. At sana ma-invite niyo po yung mga ka-team niyo po para makapag-join sa atin. Okay? So there are ways in order for you to prospect. Na meron po tayong tinatawag natin na traditional way. Meron din po tayong tinatawag natin na modern. Okay? Ano po ba yung mga traditional way? Traditional way, you keep in touch with your KKK. Classmate, kapitbahay, kaklase, katrabaho, kaaway, kaibigan. In short, people you are having contact with physically. Yun po yun. Or you can not even face to face, or you can even contact them via your call, your text, your messenger. In short, people that you do contact on the way we contact before, no? Na tawagan mo sila or puntahan mo sila. Or you attend some birthday parties, meetings, or whatever, and you meet new people in there. The modern way of doing prospecting is actually by engaging in the social media. In fact, most of our people right now, most of our partners here in DPPI right now are using the modern way of prospecting via the meta ads. In fact, ngayong linggo pupunta po tayo sa Karkar, Cebu. Ngayon pa lang po yung mga kasamahan po natin ay nagme-meta ads na po para sa darating po na Sunday para po sa recruitment seminar sa Karkar. Ganun po kalupit. Ganun po kalupit ang mga tao ngayon. Kumbaga, wag na nating pahirapan yung sarili natin. Kung kaya po nating maghanap ng prospect sa pamamaraan po ng modern way, let's do that. Pero don't set aside also the traditional way. Kasi may mga kaibigan, kakilala din po naman tayo. At may mga tao din po tayong nami-meet po natin from time to time. And they are also good prospects. It could either be prospect to do the business together with you as downline, or they could be a prospect as a potential buyer to a certain property. Okay? So in short, when you take a look at the diagram, lahat po ay at first ay potential. Kumbaga, kung sa imbudo po ba yan, lagay mo lang sila lahat. Then eventually may makakausap ka po dyan. Doon sa mga nakakausap mo, yun po yung mga may contact ka. Then doon sa mga may contact ka, may mga potential ka na napili na magiging leads mo. It's either ito, i-identify mo. Ito ay potential ko na magiging downline. Ito ay potential ko or lead ko na magiging isang kliyente. Okay? Then eventually, kontakin mo sila para magka-come up po kayo ng, in short, the final listing mo. Ito talaga, kukontakin ko na to sila kasi ito yung priority na kukontakin ko as my partner in the business, at ito naman yung mga prioridad ko na kukontakin ko na posible na bibili sa akin ng property. Either way, you will have a downline and you will have a client. Ganun lang po yan. So in short, paramihan lang po talaga yan. So the more people na ilalagay mo doon sa imbudo na yan, the more na magkakaroon po kayo ng resulta. Kung wala po kayong ilalagay na tao sa imbudo na yan, ay wala pong lalabas na magiging downline mo or kaya magiging kliyente mo. That's exactly no? The result. So guys, ganito lang. It's it's paano ba sabihin? It's a never-ending activity po ang prospecting. Ganun lang po kasimple. It is a never-ending activity po ang prospecting. So if you wanted to really get the results, never stop prospecting. Okay, number two. Pito yung pag-usapan natin na number two na tayo. You need the discipline. Kailangan niyo po magkaroon po ng disiplina to develop a marketing strategy. Okay. Alam niyo po guys, minsan kailangan po talaga nating mag-analyze kung ano po ba yung strategiya na gagamitin po natin. Kasi, ang industry po na meron po tayo is a very dynamic industry. It changes so fast that what is applicable before may no longer be applicable today. What is actually fruitful and has result before may no longer has the same result today. And this is the reason why we continually strategize the things that we are doing here in the PPI. Okay? By the way, good evening kay Imelda Harapan. Thank you for joining with us here, Mels, no? And hopefully you can tell your downlines to join with us here tonight para magkakaroon po tayo ng inputs on our learning. Okay. So balik tayo dito. Marketing strategy is very important. Now, however, I really don't teach specific strategy because I allow you to observe what is applicable in your place. Sabi ko pa nga, there are things that are applicable here in Cebu may not be applicable in Bacolod, may not be applicable in Dumaguete, or may not be applicable in Cagayan de Oro. Now, take a look at the day-to-day activity of your business, try to analyze it, try to observe what are the things that you are doing that are effective, and those things na ginagawa mo na hindi effective, scratch mo. And focus on the things that are effective. Okay. Now, strategy will allow you to be able to work and maximize your time, your effort, and your ability. Kung wala po kayong strategy, ang mangyayari po dyan ay shotgun activity pong ginagawa po natin. Ano po ba yung ibig sabihin ng shotgun activity? Kung sa Bisaya pa, tira pasagad. Kung sa Bisaya pa, tira pasagad, bahala na ni. Basig na ay maigo ani, dili ingon ana, no? What we are going to do here is we are going to analyze if what we are doing is still effective, and if it's not effective anymore, then we'll change. The first time we run our workshop in McDonald's compared to a workshop done in Castle Peak Hotel, we've seen the difference. And that's the reason why we moved and we shifted from using McDonald's into Castle Peak Hotel. Why? Because there are things that are effective in Castle Peak that are not effective in McDonald's. So that's part of identifying strategies. Now, how will you know that? Ikaw mismo ang makakaalam po dyan. Hindi po ako. And the only way to do that is you give us feedback. And we will listen to that feedback. Now, the training team, led by Ms. Nobilin, are actually very sensitive with feedbacks. They listen to the feedbacks because it is in those feedbacks that we are able to strategize our activity. Okay? By the way, hindi po ako mag-o-overlap sa training session ni Ms. Maricel Sungahid right now. No? Maricel, thank you for joining with me tonight. By 7:30, magsa-stop na po ako. Finish or unfinished, pass your paper na. Then I'll continue it tomorrow. Don't you worry. No? So, the goal here is for you to be able to identify what are the things that work and doesn't work. Now, what is it about? You have to know what is it in your product, in your business, na sa tingin mo is superior and valuable para sa mga customer at para sa mga prospect natin. Kasi kung hindi mo yan pag-aaralan, hindi ka magkakapag-create ng strategy para paano ito ibenta. Now, ito ha, uh, talking about meta ads, okay? Talking about meta ads, maraming tao po na nagme-meta ads pero hindi po sila nakakakuha ng magandang result. Okay. Maraming factors po kung bakit hindi sila nakakakuha ng magandang result. Ang unang factor, how far do you know your product? Importante po yun. It's because when you know very well the project you are selling, you definitely going to know the right market for that project. So in short, it will come natural if you're going to dig on your product and be able to highlight few of those features in the project you're going to sell, and that because of that, it will capture the attention of your potential buyers. So, ano ka makakakita ng mga salient feature doon kung ikaw mismo ay hindi mo kabisado yung produkto mo? What makes it valuable ba? Kasi part po ng paggawa po natin ng meta ads is to be able to come up with a good offer. Kasi advertisement to guys kapatid ha. Remember this, that meta ads is an advertisement program. Sorry. So ibig sabihin, ito lang, simple. You've got to know what is it that you are going to offer to the potential buyer. So if you don't know your product well, what will happen? You will never be able to give your good offer. Ganun lang po yan. So know your project ha, para makapagbigay po kayo ng magandang offer. So what benefit do you offer to your customers or prospect that no one else can? So ano po yan? That is your added value. Okay. When you're going to make a strategy on your ads, because this is all about ads, when you're going to make a strategy in your ads, you need to put in the discipline in order for you to analyze what is it that you are going to offer. Sorry. Ito po yung mga tinatawag po natin na mga added value. The service that you give is an added value to your marketing strategy. The best feature of your project is an added value to your project na ino-offer sa kliyente. I'm sorry. And a lot of us actually ay hindi po masyadong disiplinado to learn those. Kasi nasanay po tayo sa kopya-kopya Ay, OFW siya, OFW din ako. For all you know, the market is not just OFW. Di ba? For all you know, na ang Casamira Danao, the target market is just, kasi townhouses ang natira po doon. For all you know, at 6,500, it could just be an ordinary employee. You don't need an OFW in your meta ads in order to get it. Di ba? And just because other people are just saying OFW, sige, magawa ako ng meta ads, target ko OFW din. And that's exactly what happened because kopya lang po tayo. And we fail to analyze, we fail to strategize based on the features of our project and based on the added value of what we can offer. Free aircon, free washing machine, free TV. Those are the valued items, added value para ma-market mo, para makapag-strategize ka. Marketing is all about strategy, kapatid Marketing is all about strategy. Chov, what's the relationship about that on our topic on discipline? Well, the relationship is very simple. A lot of us is tamad po tayo na aralin ang dapat po nating aralin. Tamad po tayong mag-attend ng PKS. Tamad po tayong mag-attend ng mga training, ng mga seminars. Tamad po tayong makinig ng mga live training. Tamad po tayong mag-review ng mga mga video training natin. In short, we need the discipline in order for us to keep on learning. We have to keep on learning. Learn, 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 learn. Don't believe me, the moment na punong-puno na po kayo sa lahat ng mga needed na kaalaman na dapat, eventually sale will happen. Ang problema kasi sa atin, gusto natin bang, benta agad 10 million. Hindi ko ganun eh. There will always be a process. Di ba nga, during the kick-off last January 7, anong sabi ko? Trust the process. I introduce you the DPPI system. You know exactly what is the step 1, step 2, step 3, but you've got to trust the process. You've got to believe that in the process, eventually it will lead to producing more results. Ganun lang po yun, guys eh. Doon po kasi tayo medyo lumiko tayo dun eh. Kasi gusto natin benta agad 10 million eh. Ano yung sabi ko? Last Friday. Di ba sabi ko, ang principle that I believe in DPPI na ginagawa po natin is slow is fast. The reason why we're putting up trainings, workshops, and seminars, both offline and online, it is because of the principle that slow is fast. It may seem to be so slow kasi nagtitraining po tayo, nagsiseminar po tayo, but believe me guys, the moment you are already hinog, everything becomes fast. Ganun po yun. And that's exactly the reason why bakit nananatili po kayong slow dahil kayo din po mismo ay tamad po kayong mag-aral. Tamad kayong mag-attend ng workshop. Kasi iniisip nyo pabalik-balik at iniisip nyo na alam mo na yan. Kapatid, kung alam mo na talaga ito, di marami ka na sanang benta. Ganun lang po yung argument ko dito eh. Hello? Sorry po ha, hindi po ako galit. Hindi ko rin po kayo pinapagalitan. I just want to drive a point. Kasi kung iniisip mo na hindi ka nag-a-attend ng workshop, iniisip mo na hindi ka na nag-a-attend ng mga online training at kung ano-ano pang mga activity po natin dahil akala mo sa sarili mo, alam mo na yan, din sana marami at malaki na ang benta mo. For the mere fact na hindi ka pa bumenta ng marami, isa lang po ang mensahe ko po dyan. You need to learn more. Don't you ever think that you know it all. Diyan po tayo magkakaproblema. Because the moment you tell yourself that you know it all, there will never be room for you to learn and improve. I've been 12 years in the business that even up to today, I endeavor myself to learn every single day. Hindi ka nag-a-attend ng mga training kasi akala mo it's a waste of time. Hindi ka nag-a-attend ng workshop kasi akala mo it's a waste of time. Kapatid, if you wanted to grow big in life, tanggalin mo yan sa puso mo ang alam ko na yan attitude because you are not going to go anywhere in your life if you maintain that kind of personality. Dito po, nandun, alam mo po bakit pahirapan na mag-invite, na mag-attend ng training and workshop? Ito yung sinabi ko kay Miss Novelyn eh. Alam mo bakit hindi sila kusang nag-attend? Kasi akala nila magaling na sila. Kasi akala nila alam na nila lahat. Hindi sila nag-attend kasi akala nila alam ko na yan. Ito lang po yung talagang masasabi ko. Kung alam mo na, di marami ka na sanang benta. Kasi ako, kapatid, up to this point, I keep on learning. I never stop. I never stop. For 12 years now, I keep on learning. In fact, dito sa harapan ko, dami ko kayong mga libro dito. And also seminars na available. Because if you lack the needed knowledge, hindi po tayo makapag-strategize. Believe me. Hindi ho kayo makapag-create ng strategy sa marketing. Number 3, you need the discipline to develop a complete sales system. O, ito yung sinasabi ko last January 7. Meron tayong sistema. Kailangan mo lang disiplinahin yung sarili mo na sundin mo yung sistema. Because if you are not disciplined to follow the system is nothing. The system is useless. And that's exactly the reason why you are not growing. And if you're listening to me right now, if you follow the system well, I will really guarantee you that you will have a long-term income. Kasi ang marketing plan naman, na nilagay natin dyan, pwede mong i-manipulate yan. Pwede mong i-manipulate. Pag na-supervisor ka na, register mo yung husband mo, tapos yung benta mo, ilagay mo yun sa husband mo. Pag na-supervisor na yung husband mo, or kapatid mo, or sino, maging manager ka na. Tumaas yung rate, pero wala kang tao talaga. Alam mo ano yung downside dyan? Ang meron lang sa'yo rate, pero wala sa'yo ang leverage. Ang tama na leverage to, na nakarating ka dyan at marami kang tao. Kasi ito po yung magpuproduce ng mas marami pa pong benta. Pag akyat mo ng consultant, tumaas yung rate mo, pero marami kang tao, kumbaga, ang tao po na downline mo, na na-train mo at na-develop mo, yan po ay parang gripo. Sila po yung mga gripo na pupuno sa balde mo. Now, look at Novelin. No? I believe you know Novelin. Look at Novelin. Yung mga tao niya sa baba lahat are all natural growth. Ibig sabihin, nagiging consultant, nagiging supervisor siya, nagiging manager siya, nagiging consultant siya out of natural productivity. Ibig sabihin, totoo talagang may supervisor, totoo talagang may manager, totoo talaga na may 20 million group sales coming from the PLS. Hindi po siya nilagyan lang ng benta. So anong nangyari? Nagiging consultant si Novelin, that's the reason why tuloy-tuloy ang income niya na galing sa mga downline niya. Anong tawag po doon? Leverage. Okay. Ito yung explanation ko sa inyo. Yung tao na ni-register nyo, na nilagyan nyo ng benta, actually, hindi leverage yan kasi ikaw lang din yun eh. Nilagyan mo lang. Until yung tao talaga na nasa baba ay gagalaw talaga na gagalaw, yun ang leverage. Yun ang long-term nga income. Yun ang magbibigay sa iyo ng stability. Na kung ikaw ay hihinto, tuloy-tuloy ang benta. Alam nyo, kahit si Novelin magbakasyon ng isang buwan, may benta yan. Ang grupo niya, may benta yan. Alam mo bakit? Kasi totoong tao na gumagalaw. Hindi po siya tao na nilagyan ng benta. Hindi siya pangalan ba na nilagyan ng benta? So if you want to really succeed in life, build it well. Build it well. Kasi nandun po yung stability. Nandun po yung stability. I always encourage people build it the right way. Because at the end, it will give you the needed result na meron ka. Subukan mong magbakasyon. Ito yung test eh. Pag ikaw ay na-manager na, subukan mong magbakasyon ng 1 month. Bakasyon ha, wala kang gagawin 1 buwan. Yan ang sukatan kung totoo talagang na-build mo yung grupo mo. Kasi kung totoong na-build mo ang grupo mo, may benta yan kahit 1 buwan ka na nagbabakasyon. Tama po ba? Hello? Can you say yes? Doon sa nag-agree sa akin dito, can you say yes? So ang desire ko po sa inyo ay makapag-develop po talaga kayo ng grupo na totoo. Yan, sabi ni Sir Theody, tama po sir. Ito si Theody. Ito, tama to. Manager talaga na may mga tao na gumagalaw sa baba, hindi pangalan na nilalagyan ng benta. Ito si Theody. Kaya ito si Theody, pag nagiging consultant ito, sure ako, regular ang magiging income niyan. Regular ang magiging income niyan. So kung ang ginagawa nyo ngayon ay nag-register ng tao tapos nilalagyan ng benta tapos kayo lang po yung nagtatrabaho, believe me, ginawa ko na yan dati. Hindi po magiging stable ang income nyo. If I were you, start building real people. That real people na nag-a-attend ng workshop, real people na nag-a-attend ng site tour, real people na nag-a-attend ng PKS, real people na gumagawa ng negosyo. Hindi lang siya pangalan na nilagay as downline at linalagyan ng benta. Tama po ba? I am pushing this much because marami na kasi akong nakikita ngayon sa mga members natin na ginagawa yan. Lagay ng pangalan, lalagyan ng benta. Okay, wala namang violation doon. Within the rules naman yan. Pero ikaw ang talo niyan. Again ha, wala namang violation yan. Within the rules naman yan. Pero ikaw ang talo dyan. Ikaw ang talo dyan. Kung hindi ka maniniwala sa akin, ikaw ang talo dyan balang araw. Alam mo bakit? Kasi alam ko na ano yung magiging ending. Ito, papangalanan ko. May consultant tayo dati, Richel QB ang pangalan. Consultant, naging consultant dahil sa ganun na pamamaraan, may nag-register ng pangalan sa baba, tapos siya lang nagbibenta hanggang naging consultant. Ngayon, na-commission na lahat, kasi walang tao talaga na totoo sa baba, wala income. Marami pa tayong mga consultant manager na ginagawa 'yon na wala ng income ngayon. Sabi ko pa nga, wala namang violation doon eh. Pero ikaw ang talo diyan bandang huli. Maniwala ka. Ikaw ang talo later on. So if you really wanted to win the game, the way others are winning, I want you to know, there is no substitute for real people down the line. There is no substitute for real people down the line. If you are here in Cebu, near Lapu-Lapu, every Friday ho, may recruitment seminar po tayo. I challenge you, start building your team. Start inviting real people. Yung totoong tao ha, yung totoong tao na tuturuan mo na eventually magiging active sa negosyo. Hindi yung niregister mo na pangalan at ikaw lang ang nagbibenta tapos ipangalan mo ang benta sa niregister mo. Yung totoong tao. Yun ang kailangan natin kasi yun ang magbibigay sa iyo ng stability of income. Every Friday ho, meron po tayong recruitment seminar sa Cebu. Kung sa Bacolod po kayo, every Saturday. Kung sa Dumaguete po kayo, every Saturday. Kung sa Cagayan de Oro po kayo, every Friday. Sa Butuan, every Friday din po. Meron po yan. Those are avenues wherein you are able to build your business. From the beginning and up to the end of the cycle, always remember, how will you convert qualified leads into a solid referring customers or business partners? Always take notice of that what the system will tell us or tell you is to be able to convert your prospect na, of course, na magiging, kung ito man ay kliyente, ay magiging customer, or kaya itong prospect mo ay pang downline mo, ay magiging downline mo talaga. Just follow the system. No, I'll post it eventually, no, para makita niyo po ano yung steps ng system natin. Because I really wanted you to build. No, I really wanted you to build. Because nandun po talaga ang pinakasikreto po ng negosyo po natin. Without real people down the line, I'm sorry, it would really be difficult for you to have a regular income. Okay? So how will you engage the prospective customers both logically and emotionally? Paano? You just simply have to engage, talk to them. Ganun lang. If you wanted to engage your prospect buyer or probably your prospect downline, wala pong ibang pamamaraan kundi i-engage mo lang sila, kausapin mo sila. Kung kailangan nyo pong mag-meet po kayo. Kung kailangan po kayong magkakaroon po ng mga meetings, mag-meet po kayo. At ito guys, doon sa mga may mga downlines na, ini-encourage ko po kayo, conduct po kayo ng regular meeting para sa mga downlines ninyo. Alam niyo po bakit? Kasi basic at essential po yan sa development ng grupo mo. Pag ang grupo mo ay hindi mo minimit sila, at least on the average once a week, hindi mo makikita ang pag-progress nila from one stage to the next. At always remember, every time na nagmi-meeting po kayo ng mga ka-team po ninyo, nandyan po nangyayari ang tinatawag po natin na coaching. Again every time po na nagmi-meeting po kayo ng mga downlines po ninyo, dyan po nangyayari ang tinatawag po natin na coaching. Kung hindi po kayo magmi-meeting, wala po kayong ibang pamamaraan para mag-coach po kayo. So, nasa meeting po yan. The second avenue wherein makapag-coaching po kayo pag nag-attend po kayo ng mga site tour. Ang site tour po ay hindi lang po yan picture-picture Ay, picture dito, picture. No, it's not all about picture. Pag nag-site tour pa kayo, kung kayo ay may grupo po kayo po ay mga leader na po kayo sa mga organizations ninyo, ang site tour po ay isang oportunidad na kayo po ay makapag-discuss regarding sa project na yan. At higit sa lahat, maturuan mo ang downline mo kung paano sagutin kung meron mang mga question ang potential na magiging mga buyers nila. So in short, ang mga site tours natin ay isang field coaching activity po yan. Ulitin ko ang mga site tour ay hindi lang po yan pang pa-picture-picture at mang selfie-selfie. Ang site tour po ay isang field coaching activity po yan. Yan po ang panahon na maturuan mo yung downline mo paano sagutin kung may mga question, paano i-handle ang ganito, kung mag-site tour kayo, ano yung dapat unahin, ano yung i-highlight sa project na to pag nag-site tour kayo. In short, turuan mo ang downline mo kung ano yung dapat na i-highlight sa project na yan. Ganun po yung kapatid. Okay? Kasi, minsan, I'll end with this kasi 7:79. Kasi minsan, ang nangyayari po sa mga site tours natin ay hindi na po field coaching Pictorial na po kasi. Di ba? Di ba ang nangyayari sa mga site tours natin ay pictorial na lang, hindi na coaching? O sinong mag-agree sa akin? If you agree, say agree. No? Do you agree? Do you agree na ang mga site tour natin ay nagiging picture taking na lang, pictorial na, rather than coaching session? Hello? Do you agree? Do you agree that our site tour becomes a pictorial activity rather than a field coaching activity? Sabi ni Leia, oh, agree. Yes. Pang selfie-selfie na lang eh. Let's change that. Now let's change that. Let it be that our site tours will be a coaching activity, a field coaching activity. Yan ang opportunity na turuan natin ang mga kasamahan natin. Okay? So nakatapos po tayo ng 3 ha. 7 ang pag-uusapan natin. So ibig sabihin may 4 pa na pag-uusapan natin. Baka mahirapan ako bukas na tapusin ito for sure sa Wednesday. Kasi bukas medyo malayo-layo po yung biyahe ko. Papunta po ako somewhere west of Cebu, Balamban po. Okay? May mga appointments po akong tinatapos. Sa Wednesday naman, nasa Cebu area lang ako. Pupunta ako ng JM Flores at saka sa Alpha Chrome na developer. So, tinatapos ko po yung mga bisita ko po sa mga developers bago po mag-February 9 na alis ko para medyo matapos, no? So, I'm catching up. So, if ever, I think medyo malabo yung biyahe, sa Wednesday ko na to tatapusin, no? Mga ganun din, 6 o'clock, no? Para off na rin kayo. Okay? So, guys, and a month na po, doon po sa mga merong benta, please paki-send po sa mga RA ninyo gamit ang RA link ng team po ninyo. Tapos paki-check po from time to time ang mga dashboard po ninyo kung na-record po ba yung mga benta. Okay? So kita-kita po tayo bukas. Sa Wednesday pala. Kita-kita po tayo sa Wednesday para po sa pagtatapos po ng topic po na to. Okay? Thank you and God bless you all. Bye-bye!